Spence, author of Public Speaking Superpowers, with this week's public speaking video tip. Now, if you watched last week's video, you might have gotten the impression that I have a sense of humor. And you'd be right. If you haven't seen the video, pause this right now, go back and watch it. It's a hoot. So anyway, in line with that, I thought this week I would give you a couple little pointers on using humor in your presentations. Tip number 1 is the humor that you use in your speech needs to be appropriate to the speech. So if you are talking about healthcare, you're not going to be making jokes about, I don't know, technology, going to Mars, whatever. You want the humor to be related to what you have to say. In fact, if the humor can actually emphasize a point or even bring your point further along, that's even better. Tip number 2 is the humor needs to be appropriate to your audience. Remember, no matter what you're doing in your presentation, it needs to be tailored to the audience that is hearing it. So there might be jokes or stories or anecdotes that are funny to one audience, but would be completely inappropriate for another audience. So always keep in mind who will be hearing your story. Is the joke, the story, the funny one-liner appropriate to that audience, or will it offend them? That said, it's highly likely that there will always be one person in your audience who is offended. So don't be so concerned that, oh my God, I don't want to be offensive, so you water everything down as to be ineffective. Just use some judgment. Use your best judgment to be empathetic with your audience as a whole. Just be aware of what they might find funny or what they might find offensive, and just basically do the right thing, because you don't want a joke that is offensive to your audience to have them completely miss out on your message. Now, if you have any questions that you would like to have answered in a future video tip, just follow these instructions.
Get your question about public speaking answered in a future video. You can post a comment on this blog post below. You can submit a video response to this or any video in this series, or you can leave me a voicemail message at 815-642-4092. And remember to mention your website so you can get some link love in return.
Well, I hope that you found today's video public speaking tip useful, and that you'll come back next week for the next one. This is Carma Spence, author of Public Speaking Superpowers, signing off. Take care. Bye.